Namaskaram, my dear friends, I'm back again. I have great news today. I just want to share with you all that I finally got accepted to the Hatha Yoga Teacher Training Program! Yeah, because every morning for the past few days I've been checking my email just to see if I have received any email about what the next step was, and it was a little complicated during the application process. So how it all started was, of course, when I finally decided I was gonna do this, I clicked on the application form online and filled that out, etc. And there were some minor changes too because I didn't realize I put the wrong address. And then I tried to email them to see if they could change my address, and they said yes, but I haven't seen it reflect, so I was kind of worried. But you know, it's just an address, nothing big deal. So every time I get a correspondence, they're probably tired of me now, and well, I hope the volunteers are not assigned an application form, because if they are, I know that volunteer is probably tired of all my emails. But every time I receive a correspondence like, oh, this is the next step, and I would respond, and after a few days, if I have not received anything in return, I would email them back asking if I needed to do something specific. So after the application process, they have me take a picture of my face, me standing, and then I know I had to send them photos too of some government issued documents. And after filling out all the forms online, I patiently waited, and then I finally got another correspondence saying I have been selected to do an interview and then a recitation assessment. I thought the interview process went well. I was so jolly and all. And it was on a time where I didn't have work the next day. I think it was a Saturday or it was a Friday night. So that was really good. And then the recitation, I know I did okay, but I didn't do perfect. I know there were some words that I bombed, and I thought that was a make or break type of moment. But they're okay, you'll learn more when you come here to the ashram. Oh, okay, I guess that went well. So I think I accomplished that step, interview process, and the recitation assessment, check. And then they said the next part would be a medical assessment, where they required me to visit my primary care provider and do blood work. When I talked to my primary care provider, it went well because we were actually friends. But she did wait for my labs to go through, most of my labs, before she gave me the documents, and she reviewed the history of my physical well-being and medical documents to make sure I was okay for the Hatha Yoga Teacher Training Program. So I did that, and then when the blood results came out, I was really worried because MCHC, I think that's what it was, it says it was low. But I'm okay, that's fine, I'll just submit this. If really it's not meant to be, then it's not meant to be. So I submitted it, and I got an email. And then when I checked my email, it didn't say anything about my low blood work, but it says it was missing some tests. And I was I hope she ordered all of the blood tests required, because I don't want to be drawn more blood. They already drew a lot of blood for me. It's blood donation. And so I called my friend, and then she said oh yeah, I ordered everything. It's just that some blood work actually takes a while. But she said she wasn't too worried because in my history, it seems there was really nothing to be of concern. So I'm okay, I'll just wait a few more days to make sure that all the blood tests came out. And then after it all came out, I was worried again, because I then checked all of the results, and one of them said low. It was my vitamin D. And I'm oh my god, why is my vitamin D so low? It's probably because it's the winter season, and here in Korea, the AQI is really bad, where if someone gets exposed outdoors for too long and the AQI is really bad, I would get headaches. I would be coughing the next day. It's that bad. But when I saw that my vitamin D was low, immediately my shunyas were happening outside under the sun. Just to regain all my lost vitamin D. I'm like, oh my god, maybe this is one reason that's not gonna make me be accepted for the program. And I'm like, it's okay. I will accept things that will come my way and the events that will come my way. So I'm like, yeah. And then I went back to my apartment and I checked my email again. And then I saw my email, my acceptance to the Hatha Yoga Teacher Training Program. I'm like, oh. Oh, by the way, before the acceptance, there was another medical interview, and it was just more so like a brief of the expectations of medical facilities out in the ashram. But it was good. It was really nice. But yes, y'all, I'm so glad I got accepted. I know this is meant to happen because of the events that had happened in my life that made me realize and made me choose this path to further my understanding of yoga, to further my understanding of life. So yes, y'all, Hatha Yoga Teacher Training Program 2024. I will see you all there. I'm excited, y'all. Bye!